Hello and welcome to our Year 6 Meet the Teachers video. We're going to do this video today to hopefully share all the key information that you need to know, but if there's anything that you feel we've missed or would like to know further information on, then feel free to catch us at the end of the day and we're happy to discuss it a bit further. So this year, the staff that your children will be working with are myself, so Mrs. Bullough, so I've inherited Mrs. Hartle's class, so 6B will be with me, and then Miss Davidson's class have now got
me, Mr. Patel. Okay, I'm the new Year 6 teacher, and I'll be working alongside Mrs. Bullough. I'm also the lead for MFL as well.
So our teaching assistant for this year is Mrs. Kavanagh. She'll be working across both classes. We have got Miss Akram, who will mainly be working in Mr. Patel's class, but will have things to do with both classes throughout the day. And Mrs. Hall, who will be mainly in my class in 6B, but again will be working with children across the year group. On a Tuesday morning, Mr. Abraham's going to be teaching my class, 6B, and then on a Friday afternoon, our PPA cover is covered by Mr. Abraham again and Miss Gent. So both of these will be teaching subjects across both classes on a Friday afternoon.
This is the learning environment. This is what our classrooms will look like. You would have noticed that the notice boards are not backed in bright, vibrant colours. We've gone for a neutral look and a calming look, which will reduce the sensory overload for some of our pupils and help them to concentrate a little bit better as well. And as we produce work throughout the weeks, we'll put the children's work up on display. Our PE days in Year 6 are Tuesday and Thursday. Tuesday PE is outdoors, on Thursday it's indoors. It's really important that the children come to school wearing their PE kit on these days, so there's no need to get changed whilst they're in school. The uniform for PE are plain black shorts or plain black joggers, plain white t-shirt and or a plain black zip top or a hoodie. Please make sure that these are plain black, navy blue and don't have too many logos and too many bright colours on them. Trainers, again, black and white plain trainers, please. We need the children to be looking as smart as they do in their PE kit as they do in their uniform. Most importantly, please make sure all the clothing that you send into school is labelled with their name, because if they lose it, it's easier to get it back to them. If they haven't got the name in, we're not going to be able to know who it belongs to.
So as you can see on this screen here, this is our curriculum overview for Year 6 and the whole year. This will be on the website, so don't worry if you can't see it too clearly here, but you'll be able to see what we're teaching across each subject within autumn, spring and summer. So for example, in English this half term we're going to be starting with grammar and then moving on to our class novel called Gaslight. Within science we are looking at classification, Victorians within history and population within geography, but if you take a look at this you will see the whole year overview. And then it also shows you further subjects including PE music and the ones you can see on the screen, so you can have knowledge of what your children are learning and have some discussions about it at home.
Expectations are the same as they have been throughout all the years here. Every child should be reading 3 times a week at home for at least 20 minutes. We expect the children to get their diaries signed, and there will be house points for children who read at home and get their diaries signed. Reading is the most important aspect of the homework that we set, and it should be a priority because it's so important to their learning. Reading is like the cornerstone for the rest of their learning and for the rest of their lives. Supporting your children with reading at home may look different for some parents and carers, but encouraging dialogue and conversations about the books they are reading is crucial. Speak to the staff in your child's class. Just come and speak to us if you would like support on strategies on how to help them at home. So you come speak to ourselves or even some of the TAs as well.
So just a reminder about homework expectations. Reading is the same as we just mentioned, so reading 3 times a week, which roughly is about 20 minutes. Again, times tables is really important and will cover most and help with most of the maths curriculum. So we're recommending going on TT Rockstars at least 30 minutes throughout the week. Spellings will be set weekly. They are on Spelling Shed, and we will also be given a paper copy with the homework books each week, and again practicing them on more than one occasion, so not just learning them once but revisiting to help them embed it in their memory. Maths and English homework, so they'll get maths and English each week as well. It's a very similar format to Year 5, so the sheets will look familiar to the children. They'll understand how the process works. In year 6, we will send homework home on a Thursday, and we say to bring it back in on a Wednesday so that they've definitely got it in for the day that we hand it back out, and we will mark it together and go over any misconceptions. The homework that we set is really key information that we'll be learning within class, so it will really be beneficial for children to complete this at home to help again embed that key learning into their memory. So this page here hopefully looks familiar to you all. It is our school website, which has all the key information about us, about school, timetables, the holiday list, our curriculum overview like I've just mentioned previously. So this is a really good tool to have a look at, have a refresh and become familiar with, because it's got all of our key information on there, including the policies. And as you can see there, there's a little button there for a worry box as well, which we do have within school, but is reinforced on our website in case there's anything that children like to get off their chest whilst at home. So this is a really useful page for you to get key information that you might need.
Attendance now. Attendance is vital. It's so important that the children attend school every single day and on time. You can see in the first paragraph it says, being on time each day, which is 8:45 for us, will give your child an opportunity to have over an hour of extra learning each week than if they attended at 9 o'clock. So those 15 minutes every single day really add up and make a massive difference. We do have tasks for the children to do when they come in, which is to consolidate their learning on previous learning that we've done. If you look at the table at the bottom, it shows you how many lessons potentially could be missed if attendance was to drop. So a 95% attendance, even though it sounds pretty high, that's equivalent to 9 days being missed. That's potentially 50 lessons they've missed out on, and they're never going to catch up on that. And 90% is equivalent to 19 days missed, and so on. You can see it in the table. The chart on the top right, our target as a school is 97%. If the children are attending school at that rate, it will really help them. As soon as it starts to drop below 96.9, you can see some of the effects that it's going to have, and it does become a bit of a worry as well for a school. So attendance is key. Any children arriving after 9:05 are actually marked as absent as well. At Devonshire Road Primary School, really important, the school uniform promotes equality and gives children an added sense of belonging. One of our school's aims is to be the best we can be. All children coming to school, prepared for the day and taking a pride in how smart they are, enabled to strive to achieve this aim. Please ensure that they come in the correct uniform. You can see the images there. And as winter is approaching, please ensure that you send in coats as well. You know what our British weather is like, it could rain at any moment.
So just as an extra for our uniform policy, in terms of jewellery, we do allow earrings, but make sure they're small studded earrings, please, not hoops. Also, only jewellery as well as that are worn for religious purposes. And in terms of watches, standard watches are fine, step counters are fine, but please no smartwatches in school. If our children are found with a smartwatch, then it will be confiscated and you will be asked to pick this up yourselves at the office whenever it is convenient to you. So the last reminder we'd like to give today is that of reading volunteer. So as always, this is a fantastic opportunity to develop children's skills, and if this is something you are interested in, we would love for you to come and help us out within school. So please just go to the office or a class teacher and let them know that this is something you're interested in, because it would be very much appreciated as well. And it can also be as an experience for yourselves when applying for relevant jobs. So thank you for watching this video. We are very much excited for the year ahead. We are loving the first day already of teaching your children, and we're very excited and grateful that they're going to be in our classroom. So thank you again, and if you have any questions, then feel free to come and find us.